Okay, hello and welcome to the video. My name is Wade Smith. This is a video about the fact that I just had a discussion a couple hours ago with Ramsey Dewey, the MMA judge who has his own channel on YouTube. And he swears up and down that wrist locks are still legal in spite of the no touching the gloves, no grabbing the gloves rule. He swears up and down that doesn't forbid wrist locks. Okay, if that's true, I have a question for everyone. Why is nobody using wrist locks in MMA? And he answered that question by claiming that wrist locks are too low percentage to be effective in MMA. All right. BS. I literally used to win 1 versus 2 handicaps against black belts, second degree black belts, who knew all the same things I knew. All right. And were good fighters. And I could win a 1 versus 2 handicap precisely because wrist locks are so reliable that I could do it every single time. That's the number one reason I could beat them 1-on-1, much less 1-on-2, is because my wrist locks became so reliable that I could catch their punches straight out of the air no matter how fast they were and lock them down. It's taught to you in Isshinryu Karate at blue belt, actually. It's a blue belt level skill, but it beats black belts for some reason. All right. So in Isshinryu Karate, there's this block right here, and then there's a grab and a punch. And then there's a knee or a kick. It's a knee in one place and a kick in 2 other places, I think. But you can turn it into a grab punch, or you can turn it into a grab kick, or you can turn it into a grab knee strike. You can turn it into a grab elbow strike or this elbow. All right. So once you, and yes, I can catch a black belt's punch every single fucking time if I want to. A real black belt. And we know that black belts are black belts because they beat brown belts most of the time, except for me. And brown belts beat purple belts most of the time. And purple belts beat dark green belts most of the time. And dark green belts beat light green belts most of the time, and so on down the road until you get to white belts. So we know that the black belts are really 10 times better than white belts. But yes, I can catch a 155-pounder's right cross right out of the air and lock him with this hand and then punch him over and over and crank on him or kick his guts out until he submits. And I can get sidearm control on him at will. And this was a good black belt. He beat everybody else in the dojo except for Matt and me. And Matt was an ex-Marine and a police officer. All right. And I beat Matt. I got to where I could beat Matt reliably. This idea that the UFC champions are unbeatable is nonsense because the Marines are still teaching the same skills that they learned from A.J. Advincula's martial arts program, and they just call it the Marine Corps Martial Arts Program now. And the Marine Corps combat instructors beat the UFC champions every time they do a demo with them. So the notion, and guess who taught them? My sensei. Guess who taught them? My sensei. Hello? All right. And his sensei. Guess who taught them? My instructor taught them everything they know. And he taught me everything he knew.